Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. FACCI'S Cinema, appreciate you stopping in tonight on this fantastic Thursday evening. Yeah, it seems like I haven't been on here forever. I mean, I usually only go once a week, but for some reason it just seems a lot longer. And it definitely seems like a while since I've jumped into the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise doing the watch-alongs. So tonight I am going to be diving into what most people say is the trashiest of the trash. Freddy's Dead, the final nightmare. And honestly, for me, it's kind of going to be like a first time watch. So I had to have somebody here to help bring the excitement. And what better person than someone with the most sexiest voice in YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, the dude, Cody from Dude Who Loves Movies. There he is, everybody. What's up, Cody?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me. What's up, everybody?
No, not a problem. Glad you agreed to come on again. I loved having you on the first time. Figured why not have you on a second time and just hang out and watch what some would say a very bad movie.
Did you say this is your first time watching it?
I want to say that I've seen it, but honestly, if I have, it probably would have been at this point, maybe over 20 years ago. So this is going to be pretty much a first time watch for me. So,
yeah. You know, this movie gets a lot of hate, but I love this one. I obviously have a shirt of it. But yeah, I do like this movie. And it's funny because when I posted that I was going to be on this, there were so many people like DMing me being, "Oh, I love that movie. Love that movie." So there are fans out there. It's a good movie. But yeah, it was the movie I saw a lot when I was younger because it was the new movie when I was younger.
Yeah, I watched a lot of horror growing up, like we discussed the last time, but I just never watched a lot of the Nightmare on Elm Street stuff for some reason. It was either Michael or Jason, and that was pretty much where I kind of drew the line. But going back and rewatching all these in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, I'm definitely finding a newer appreciation for them. Definitely having a good time. I've only really disliked one so far. That was the Dream Child. I really wasn't into that one as much as the first four. So
yeah, you know what? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
No, I actually have a new appreciation for Dream Child. I saw it with Lisa Wilcox. She did like a live Q&A thing with it. It was a double feature of 4 and 5. And I haven't seen 5 in probably 20 years. So when I saw it, I actually really enjoyed it. So it moved really high up on my list. I do need to go back and rewatch them because this one I haven't seen probably in 10 years. But I saw it a shitload of times when I was a kid.
So you know what's going down in this movie. Me, on the other hand, I honestly have no clue what I'm in for right now. And man. I'm excited. I'm excited to dive in and just watch this fantastic 5-star film. No, not really, though. But before we get started, I can say some hellos. We have Antonis. What's up? Lamantra. Boogman. Mel from My Killer Podcast. What's going on, Mel? We have Jerry, what's up? Fish the Film Collector, thank you for sharing it on Instagram. Really appreciate that, buddy.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I saw that. Congratulations, buddy. We got Maga Cat. What's up, Mizzy E? Welcome. Mizzy. Appreciate it. Herbert, Austin. All right, got a nice group of people. Let's Aaron Click. Hey, Cat, what's up? I am paused at exactly 0 seconds.
Okay, I am at the menu.
So I'll let you get there first, and then we'll get this freaking rolling.
I don't know if I press play or if I press enter here. Let's enter, all right.
All right, let's see. Oh, I got to put it in the chat.
Oh, I get to pick full screen or widescreen?
Whoa, choices, my friend. Choices.
I'm doing widescreen, I guess.
You're a rebel.
Dude, when I was a kid, I hated widescreen.
Dude, me too.
I was like, what is this? Like the beginning of are you playing or no?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll pause it. Yep.
All right, let me get rid of this.
Okay, yeah, it's paused.
All right.
Yeah, like the beginning of Mrs. Doubtfire always bothered me because it was widescreen. And then later on in the movie, like 5 minutes in the movie, it goes full screen. I'm like, oh.
All right, everybody. If you're watching at home, we are paused at 0 at the beginning of the film. So we'll count this puppy down and get it rolling. In 3, 2, 1, play. Whoa. I do love seeing, for some reason, the New Line logo when it appears for me is just super nostalgic, and I really don't know why. Because like I said, I didn't watch the Nightmare movie, so I didn't really see this too much. So I don't know why, but it just hits for some reason.
Did you watch Dumb and Dumber as a kid?
I watched it a few times, yes.
Okay, because I'll say that was always. I watched a little, or I watched a lot of it. A lot of New Line Cinema, like. I can't think as I'm watching the movie.
No, you're good. You're good.
It was like the Mortal Kombat and like Naked Gun. All those kind of movies.
Mortal Kombat. That's my jam.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I know it ain't the greatest, but I still like it.
Yeah, and like the American. I think most of the Jackie Chan movies were.
Okay.
Like Super Cop and stuff like that. First Strike, they were New Line Cinema. But yeah, they have a cool logo.
Wow. This is a very interesting beginning. That makes me have to read.
It's definitely fun and spoofs a lot of stuff.
Look at this. It's like Final Destination before Final Destination.
Yeah. I think this is more like the Twilight Zone. They're spoofing.
Let me see. Tina Loves Movies. What's going on? Aaron Click, welcome. I've only ever flown once, and I was afraid to death, but I could not keep my eyes from looking out the window. I had to see what was going on.
Where'd you fly to? Anywhere far? Or?
From Pennsylvania to Florida. So, well, far from me anyway. Oh, hell no. You should start kicking her seat like most kids do.
I know.
Right?
I must be like 2 seconds ahead of you because
You must have heard her say that on.
Yeah, I heard her say that.
Hell no. What's up, MAGA? How are you, buddy?
They have a lot of cool ideas in this movie, but a lot of people just weren't digging it. I think it's too cartoony for Nightmare on Elm Street for them.
That's the main complaint that I've heard.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I like it. I mean, I was a hater of, Jason Takes Manhattan, but now I'm a proud supporter of that movie. So
love that movie. Then we got a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's an elaborate like dream sequence, that's for sure. I mean,
yeah,
they're trying. It looks like. I think this is the only part of this movie that I remember.
You remember, yeah.
I think this is it. Oh, let me see. I gotta.
Billy Zane's sister, Lisa Zane's in this. I don't know do you know who Billy Zane is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Titanic, and Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Yeah, Demon Knight. Yeah.
I love Demon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pop the poll in the chat. I want to know what you guys think of this movie. I put it on Instagram, and people, it was kind of 50-50. 50% of the people liked it. 50% of the people said it was the trashiest movie ever. So I guess it just depends.
You know what? That's the way it should be. Half and half. That's seems to be how it is with every movie.
Yep, anymore. No matter what movie comes out now, it's like the most divisive movie of all time. So
yeah, this movie gets hate. It's just a fun time.
And I think that's the most important part. I mean, I know sometimes when I'm watching movies, I probably don't base them off of if they're a fun time or not, but I think that should be like the main gist of watching a movie. Was it fun for you? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, that's exactly like when I watch a movie, it's all about pure entertainment. Especially if I'm going to go watch a Freddy's Dead movie. Something like that. If I'm seeing The Whale, then I don't want that to be a good time. Like something like that. It's different. If I'm watching Nightmare on Elm Street, I want to have a great time.
All right. Okay, there you go, everybody. I dropped the poll in the chat. Feel free to drop what you guys think of this movie and let me know. Maybe it'll surprise us.
Is anybody else watching with us?
They probably just want to see if I say anything bad about it.
It's probably on HBO Max, I believe. Last time I checked, they were all on HBO Max.
I think it is.
But that was like November, so God only knows what.
I mean, and what do they expect? I mean, well, nowadays it's a different story because the 6th installment in the franchise back in the 80s. I mean, what do they really expect when they're cranking these things out left and right?
Yeah, this was the 90s, I believe. This was 91, I believe.
I'm not good with the dates. Not with Nightmare, anyway.
Yeah, because I was born when this one, or I was alive when this one was made. So I think that's why I watch it so much.
Let me see. Yep, you're right. Oh, gosh. Oh.
The guy in the ticket booth, that was Robert Shea.
Ah.
The guy who runs New Line Cinema.
Freddy's just having a good time. Like, this is an elaborate dream sequence for real.
It's a good opening scene.
It's so weird.
I think we're at the same exact spot now because I was pausing it and listening, and then so
the makeup's not that bad. I mean, a lot of people talk crap on the makeup too.
No. I thought you were talking about like the blood on the rock.
No.
When you first said the makeup's not bad, I was like,
no, Freddy. I mean, a lot of people.
Freddy. Yeah. I got it.
That's what a lot of people talk smack on that too, but it didn't look that terrible.
Yeah.
I just think the more movies that came, I think he was just in the spotlight more. They were lighting him up a lot more than when in the first couple when it was in the shadows and the darkness and whatnot.
And you also get a little more Robert Englund in this as well. Like him in human form.
Mm-hmm. I like Keep Awake. At least.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Never bought stay awake pills or anything like that, but maybe they are called stay awake. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think I've never had to take anything to stay awake. I'll say that now.
I mean, even if I drink like a Monster or something right now, it doesn't keep me awake or anything. Whoa.
Remember those little Brooklyn Meyer.
That was fucking nostalgia right there.
This guy's from Clueless. And Road Trip. You ever seen Road Trip?
Yep. He is in a Toyota. Just parked him. It's nice hair. He got a nice. What do you got? Ponytail back hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
There are a lot of cool cameos in this too, or a few good cameos in this movie.
No, Herbert says, does anyone remember Robert Englund hosting the Horror Hall of Fame every year at Universal Studios?
So I remember one year when Chucky had like a tuxedo and he was like presenting an award.
Mm-hmm.
That was at a Horror Hall of Fame, I believe.
I remember that.
Man, the good old days.
Yeah, we ain't doing that no more.
I know.
I'm assuming it's probably the first one, but what's your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie?
So I don't want to say this one, but it's just because I watch this one so much. Or I did watch this one a lot. I don't know, man. I really like 5. I really dug that one. But probably it's got to be probably Dream Warriors 3.
The fan favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 2 Dream Warriors and Freddy's Dead is the like they would show them back to back on TV.
I don't remember. I'm trying to think. Obviously, we grew up in the same time. I don't remember these ever being on TV.
Yeah, they're on like the USA Network all the time.
And then nowadays for like Fear Fest and or whatever, I don't even think they don't play the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I don't think, do they? I know they still play. They play the Halloweens, obviously, and I think they play Friday the 13th, but I don't think they play Nightmares.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
He reminds me of Quark from Friday Part 5.
Yeah.
For whenever she said, you got to be sure, man, for some reason I thought that was a chick. It's the ponytail. I'm sorry. Let me see. What's this one got? This one has a 23% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
That's actually higher than I thought it was.
Yeah, I would say it's not bad for what I hear about this.
That's supposed to be. It looks like Kid Cage is grown up.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. He was one of my favorite characters. I know he's probably a lot of people's favorite characters.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the things where they probably could have brought him back if they didn't kill him off so fast or kill him off at all.
Whoa! I mean, if this shit would have happened nowadays, you could bring him back no problem. Yeah. They bring back everybody. They wanted to retcon and make a sequel or something. They could, I don't know. Just saying. But that's kind of putting the cart ahead of the horse since we haven't had a Nightmare film since 2010. So,
yeah. Hey Jerry, hey Cal-El Daly.
No, I'm not shaming ponytails. I just couldn't tell if it was a dude or a woman. I'm just saying. Never been into long hair.
I used to, when I was a little kid, I had a mullet.
I could see it.
Yeah, like it was the early '90s.
Yeah.
Long blonde mullet, listening to "Achy Breaky Heart."
That's a banger too. I had that on tape.
Yeah.
It was just the single though, so there was only that one and then one other song. And believe me, I don't know what the other song is because it never got played.
Those singles, man.
That's so weird. They sold that shit back in the day. Just one or two songs on a tape, and that's all you get.
Yeah, I had a Drew Hill single in my bed.
Maybe some Coke. Hey Ben, what's up, buddy? Yeah, that is what the Roach Motel death in 4 is my favorite kill in all of horror. That's a pretty cool kill, actually.
Yeah, it's a good one. Dude, 5, I know people give that one shit as well. It has great kills in 5.
It did. I just think everything in Nightmare on Elm Street just seems so much more disgusting and gross, and I think that's what they go for. And the kills just hit a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Water tower. What does it mean?
Yeah, I remember Dare. I saw the not the commercial. I saw the sticker in the window, the Dare sticker.
Yeah, I remember Dare. We always, back in elementary school, we always had the cop come in and like give us a presentation. I don't think they do that anymore.
I just watched. They used to always show on USA. It was always Child's Play 2 and Child's Play 3 back to back. That would be a great night for me on USA Network.
I mean,
they never show the first one again.
That's a good double feature, 2 and 3.
Yeah,
I'm a 2 guy myself.
Yeah.
As the poster behind you.
I was like, yeah. Sometimes I forget what poster I have.
Oh, it's there. That's my favorite in the Child's Play franchise for sure.
Yeah, same here.
Something about the Toy Factory setting in that third act is just,
dude. That third act is, like you said, Chef's Kiss. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. Like, he dies like 3 different times.
He does.
It's great, man.
That's another movie. Child's Play 3 gets a lot of hate. I don't know why.
It does.
I don't know why.
I had the privilege of seeing it in theaters a month or so ago.
Really?
In front of a sold out crowd. So it was awesome to see the love. And it was my first time seeing it in theaters, so that was awesome. Yeah, I have a really cool theater near me that every Tuesday night, it's called Cinematary, and they show a banger older horror movie.
Oh, dude, that's pretty badass.
Yeah,
we used to have. There was a theater downtown in my city. They usually October for the 31 days they'll show just two horror movies a day, 4 on Saturdays and Sundays. It lasted for 1 year, and then they didn't do it again. Got to see Friday the 13th Part 2 on the big screen. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm a sucker for watching movies in theaters that I missed when I was a kid, or even if I did see them. But those old nostalgic movies, I'm like, yeah. So if Freddy's Dead was playing, I'd be there 100%.
Hey, what's up, Michael Joe? How's it going, buddy? Ooh. Holy shit.
I was just going to say, I feel like there's a lot of window breaking in this.
Holy. Oh, that's a short window. I was like, damn, he just knocked that guy out of a 3rd-story window?
I know. Well, that guy's huge compared to this little guy. It's like Dare in like every scene.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
Kenny, what's up, buddy?
Be sure to power glove punch that like button. I appreciate that, buddy. And for some reason, growing up, I always remember, I don't know, Halloween H2O was always on, like late at night, like 1 or 2 in the morning. That's the movie that I would always watch for some reason. That's
another movie I like that a lot of people give hate to.
It's one of my favorites. I love
it. Cal L said that Child's Play 3 is his second favorite. What's your first favorite? Sorry, I hope you don't mind. I'm talking to the chat.
No, dude. I appreciate that. I do. Austin says, I noticed this movie totally forgets about Alice and Jacob.
They can always bring them back.
Alice was fire. I loved Alice.
Yeah.
Sporkless but happy.
When I saw her in person, she was talking about how she's on a show called MILF Manor or something.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what that is. I think it's a reality show, but I haven't looked.
Manor. He says Child's Play 1 is his favorite. That would make sense.
This movie feels early 90s.
Yeah, that has a different kind of tone.
Yeah, like that tone, the van.
There's Gage. No!
Gage.
Don't kill Miko.
Miko and ponytails.
Driving that graffitied van. They have candy. Dude, Aaron, Halloween water does not taste like candy corn. Halloween water is great.
The hell's Halloween water?
Halloween H2O.
Oh,
that's what the haters. That's what the haters.
What? I thought it. Okay.
No, that's what the haters call it. That was one. I remember that was the one. I wanted to see it in theater so bad back in '98, but they wouldn't take. My parents wouldn't take me, so
yeah.
Watched it on some burnt illegal copy. It wasn't good.
I remember my grandma felt bad for not taking me to see Bride of Chucky because I was, a huge Child's Play fan. Mm-hmm. But the first day it came out on VHS, we went and rented it.
Bride of Chucky. That was one of my favorites for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy rewatching it though.
I haven't rewatched it in a while, but I do like it. I'm also someone who likes Seed though.
I had a feeling you were gonna go there.
I was like, as you can tell, I like a lot of the sequels that people don't like, but I also like the sequels people do like.
Hey, they got to be love for all of them. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's like, why have a festival if there's no kids there? Because the town has no kids there. How is this not out of how is this not out of business?
They're all people in their 60s and 70s.
They got Roseanne.
This is the one with Roseanne and Tom Arnold, huh?
Uh-huh.
Fucking Roseanne.
I love her show.
That's the thing. I didn't watch Roseanne when it was around the first time, but then when it came back and she was in it, I watched that, and then obviously she got kicked off her own show, and I still stuck with it. I still watch the Connors. I like it.
I was gonna say it's crazy when you get kicked off your own show and you're not even missed, because I love the Connors.
No, you're right.
You don't even notice she's gone.
Jesus. Yes. Austin says I couldn't get my parents to take me to Bride of Chucky because they thought it looked too stupid. Same year as H2O. I was just watching. It was on Instagram. It was like a wrestling clip from like 1998, and it was Chucky popped up on Raw. And, oh my gosh.
He was talking to Scott Steiner.
So funny. I love watching all those wrestling videos from back in the 90s.
So do I. Because like I watch those live and then I forget about them, and as soon as they show them, I'm like, dude, I remember that.
Yeah, I know.
Were you a wrestling fan in the 90s?
I was, yeah. When it was the Attitude Era and when WCW was big, and
yeah, I was a huge WCW supporter.
Then they got rid of it, and it was kind of heartbroken. And then I continued to watch WWF, and then obviously it changed to WWE.
Yeah.
Now I couldn't tell you who's on there now.
Yeah.
Except for every so often they bring back like the big people from the past. And
I do my AEW. They when they have a pay-per-view, they show them at the theater near my house. So I've been checking those out. So I've seen like 5 of their pay-per-views in theaters. Man, when I was a kid, I would have eaten that shit up all day. The freaking wrestling pay-per-view in theaters. Same like wrestling on Fridays. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I wish they had wrestling on Fridays. Now for a while, it was like wrestling on every night.
I did notice that. Obviously, before it was definitely Monday night. Obviously,
yeah, Monday night.
Sunday night, WCW had a Sunday show, didn't they? It
like
was
a
like
small one,
it was like half-assed though, and it was the people nobody cared about really.
Yeah. It was like Thursday and Monday were the big ones. They had like SmackDown and they had Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder. Yep.
I do have this hat. The Fat Boys, are you ready for Freddy?
Okay, we're just going around the circle here then, I'm assuming, right? Nice.
I see that they're doing some callbacks from other movies or other Nightmare on Elm Street movies because they do this in, I think, the 4th one.
Yep, the Dream Master at the diner. I'm driving. No way, Ben. Chucky showed up on WWE recently talking to Rick Steiner's kid Braun Breaker.
No.
Wow, really?
Look that up. That's awesome. Was it Brad Dourif?
Gotta be.
I don't know, man. Chucky in 98, Chucky appeared on like Weekend Update on SNL, and it was not Brad Dourif.
Really?
Like, yeah, and he was there to promote Bride of Chucky. It's like, why couldn't Brad Dourif do it?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Get out of the kidnapper van. It's my turn to drive.
Yeah.
It's windy there, though. It's windy. Must be fall. Children of the Corn shit. I bet you Freddy would love the Children of the Corn. What the fuck?
That's a weird town, man.
He's still teaching. There's nobody there.
They're all crazy.
You don't need to study. That's crazy. Maga, that's a good point. He says best thing about Bride of Chucky is Jennifer Tilly's titties. She doesn't really age. She kind of still looks the same now.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Children of the Candy Corn. Hell yeah. I don't mind a good Children of the Corn every now and then.
I haven't seen Children of the Corn forever.
I watched the first one. I watched the second one a couple weeks ago.
A lot of people like the second one the best, right?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I think with those ones, though, they like not every franchise, but as they keep going, they get really bad.
Yeah, it's like the Hellraiser movies.
Yeah, I think Children of the Corn is like 13 movies, maybe.
And I did not hear anything good about the remake that just came out of Children of the Corn. I'm not willing to pay for that, so I was kind of waiting for it to go stream somewhere for free. It was playing in theaters like one night or so, and I thought about it, but I was like, man,
no way that made any money.
Yeah.
I still didn't see Evil Dead Rise, so I'm a little behind.
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's good. I liked it.
I've actually been hearing half the people liked it, half the people said this is an Evil Dead. I don't like it. So
yeah, see, I'm not I'm a casual Evil Dead fan, so I really enjoyed it. But I'm sure if maybe diehards, but I know some diehards who actually really loved it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I probably will. I'm not a huge fan of the first one. The second one, I've never seen Army of Darkness, and I love the remake because that's bloody fucking fun. So
yeah, and this new one, it kind of it feels like it's in the same world as the remake.
Well, then
or the 2013. Some people don't like when you call it a remake.
Oh yeah, I know. I put that in my I put that in my remake bracket, and they're like, "That's not a remake,
Did you?
technically."
Yeah.
I was like, I
I
included it.
Dude, I was calling it a remake until like 6 months ago, until people started jumping down people's throats. I was like, oops, all right.
I posted about the town that dreaded sundown. They're like, "Well, technically, that's not a remake either." I was
Yeah,
like, I'm counting it as a
I
remake.
know. I count it as remake as well.
Most people never even seen the first one, so they're not even gonna know.
Or even heard of it.
I watched the first one. I thought it was my opinion. I thought it was boring.
I liked it. I watched it because they talked about it in Scream. So when I was a kid, I was like, I need to see that.
Oh yeah, it's like the town that dreaded sundown.
Yeah, and when you're a kid watching horror, you're like, you keep that in your mind. You're like, okay, I gotta watch that movie. That's a cool effect. I miss them doing miniatures like this. Now it would be CGI.
You're right. I was just gonna ask if the Elm Street house appears, and poof, there it is. But you're right, man. This is falling in like a Friday the 13th category with as many windows that have been broken in this movie. Like for like the Halloween movies, obviously, they don't use the Myers house, obviously, in all of them. But in the Nightmare series, I'm not sure. Do they use the same house, or these are just recreations for the most part?
I don't know if they use the same house, but they're modeled after the same house.
They didn't go Halloween 5 and just make it a mansion.
Yeah, no.
Fucking rip off.
No. Yeah, so it's either like they either went to California and filmed in front of this house each time, or they just built some random thing and worked that way. I don't know. They had the jump scare noise way too soon.
It hit it before it even happened.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Are those grapes?
Pure Hangout, what's going on? Welcome. Appreciate you stopping in.
That's my dude, Derek.
Well, I appreciate you stopping in, Derek.
He's a great artist.
He says this was the Freddy I grew up on. Always happy to see it get some love.
Yeah, I was just saying that earlier, Derek.
Yeah, but so far, besides the part of Freddy on the broom, I don't remember any of this. So first time watch, pretty much.
Yeah. I remember a lot more because I watched it like a year ago, 10 years ago.
Austin says, why is it that the Thompson house in Nightmare 2 was being lived in, but in 3 through 6, it's abandoned and falling apart?
Back in the day, they could mess up continuity and no one would bat an eye. Now people would be like online being like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Is it
You know what?
Oh.
Earlier when he was talking about him being deaf, I thought like his dad beat him, and that's why he was deaf. I know that she was doing stuff like this.
Oh, sweet mother.
And for some reason I thought, I don't know, he was deaf in the one ear, but I guess he's deaf in both ears, but he only wears the one. I don't know. I don't know much about
yeah.
that, so I don't know.
Oh, he broke a wall. I was hoping that was a window.
A window.
What a freaking ripoff.
Yeah, I was like, there's always windows or walls being broken.
A lot of construction. Oh, he stuck the fucking Q-tip in. My wife has a fascination with fucking cleaning ears, and I hate it with a passion. It fucking hurts.
Look, cleaning her ears or cleaning everybody's ears?
No. Everybody's. She thinks I don't hear too well, so she has to check and make sure they're cleaned out. Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. This is pretty cool though. Like back in the day, we didn't have this. Now people, we've seen this a couple times now, where like the guy's deaf and you can't hear anything.
Being deaf would suck. Yeah. What did I see? Where'd it go? Yes, Austin, you're right. Myers House in 5 is one of the worst continuities I've ever seen. You are correct, my friend. Yes. Got good reflexes there. Oh. It's like some alien shit.
I know.
It looks just like it. Oh, it's turned up.
Does he have like super hearing now?
Yep, now it's super sensitive, so it thinks everything is so much louder. Pin drops. Shh. Bullshit. 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 He ain't catching that. Which man?
First of all, how could he see that from down there?
I know.
And then he's like, I'm pretty sure he would drop needles. He just tried to stick a Q-tip in your
ear. Literally drop pins.
Yeah. But it's a cool, elaborate scene, all dealing with his hearing. It's pretty cool.
Oh, man. No. Nails on a chalkboard, you sick bastard.
Whose shirt are you talking about, Derek? We both have deep cuts, I guess. Peer Hangout said deep cut shirt.
Hey,
they're both old school.
Jason Takes Manhattan, baby. Oh man,
I don't even like writing on chalk on the chalkboard because of that.
No. Oh, jeez. Why does that kill not get any love?
I don't know. That's a great kill.
The special effects were great.
They were so used to practical effects back in the day where they're just like, just another practical and just another practical effect. Where now we're like, oh my God, a practical effect. That was great,
that is a good point, actually. Like you said, they do one today out of a whole fucking movie and the rest is CGI. Like, wow, that was amazing. And then back in the day, that's all you did because they didn't have CGI.
Yeah.
Until the late 90s, and then it was just all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, John, what's up? Danner, what's going on, buddy? I hate this movie more than words can possibly describe. You stupid stoner. Ew, Rosie, why you eat? What does chalk even taste like, and why would you want to eat it? It doesn't sound delicious.
Well, she was a kid, so
I guess kids ate glue and shit when they were kids, and
I honestly don't remember eating shit like that when I was a kid.
I didn't either. But in like all those early 90s movies, they always show kids eating glue and Billy Madison. Mizzy E says sounds yummy. No, it doesn't. Is it flavored chalk? Nowadays they sell flavored chalk. I don't know about back in the day. Let me see. What's your this is the first time I actually had to ask this. What's your timestamp?
Let me see. I'm at like exactly where you are. I don't know how to see it on here, to be honest with you.
You're good. If you can hear mine and we're at the same spot, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Because mine buffered for a minute, so I had to.
Oh, did it? Yeah. Yeah, I got it to where like I was like, I was like half a second above you or ahead of you. Does she have an accent? Where are you at?
That's why I said I think I got ahead of you.
Yeah. I was like, where the hell did you go?
Let me see.
Man, it does not show me.
Are they standing in the house talking to each other?
Yeah, I'll pause it there. And then let me know when they pull up in the Jeep or in the Jeep.
Okay.
Van.
Walking outside and pulling up in a van.
All right, let me know when she gets out of the van.
Out of the van.
Cool.
Good enough. Thank you.
I'm watching it on an old school DVD. Old school.
Oh my gosh.
Brought to you by the dude.
Nice.
Oh, cool cameo right there.
We got about the same screen. I'm watching mine on a Chromebook.
It's really cool that they got Johnny Depp to come back.
I was going to say, it's a nice cameo, and then for a minute, I was like, I don't want to be stupid, so I'm not going to say anything. But I was like, wait a minute, that's Johnny Depp.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is that Wes Craven wrote a part for Johnny Depp in New Nightmare during Wes Craven's, I think, funeral scene.
Uh-huh.
But he was afraid to ask him, so he just wrote him out. And then later on, he ran into Johnny Depp, and he was telling him about it. And Johnny Depp's like, I would have absolutely done that in a heartbeat.
Oh, man.
So that would have been cool to see him, a little cameo there.
Now we're going back to the 70s.
Smoking the devil's lettuce.
There's some CGI for you.
But honestly, it's not that the CGI in this isn't that bad for the time.
No, not for friggin' 91.
Like the CGI in this is like charming CGI.
Mel said, spread glue on the back of your hand and peel it off the skin. I've never done that either. I know people do that, but I never did that either.
I live in Arizona, so there's cactuses out here. And sometimes if you get a lot of needles in your hand, because if you're doing something, you get it. So put glue on your hands and just... Sometimes you can get them in your hand and they'll bother you for like a month. And it's just one. And you're just like, where is it? That's why I don't go outside. I stay inside.
Fuck outside. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the Nickelodeon arcade. Fucking
arcade, yeah. I always wanted to be on that when I was a kid.
Fucking climbing up the fake ladders.
Yeah,
and
the
shit.
big ladder, dodging stuff. I always want to be on Guts too.
Do you have it?
Oh, and Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, that show really pisses me off.
Yeah, on the green monkeys or the blue barracudas.
They always, no offense to the ladies, but they always send the girl first, and then she gets stuck, and then the dude has to go in with like 20 seconds left. Oh, he ran out of time. No shit.
You know what my favorite was Double Dare.
Yeah. For a minute, I was like, Double Dare, but never mind.
Yeah, Mark Summers.
Yep. He did Double Dare, and then What Would You Do?
What'd you do? Yeah.
Nobody talks about that one. Then the pie coaster and the pie chair. Getting fucking stepped on. For some reason, that reminds me of that old school Friday the 13th video game for Nintendo.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty cool effect, him getting stomped on the stomach without seeing.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Blu-ray Addict? Oh. He's in a video game.
It reminds me of the beginning of Home Improvement.
Dude. Oh, good show.
Seems like hitting down the cartoon wall.
That was a show I grew up with. My parents always watched that show.
Yeah, I love that show, man.
It was so much better in the 80s. Well, we didn't live in the 80s, but it was so much better in the 80s and the 90s for real.
No.
This fucking laid me out.
Slapped the shit out of her.
No.
God. But yeah, man, everyone's going through. People are just going through things in this, like walls, tables,
Magical powers.
Their budget went to Windows in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They had to replace them all. Oh my gosh.
That's what my shirt is him playing the video game.
Spanking him with a wet towel.
Power glove. Did you ever play with the power glove as a kid?
I have not.
Neither have I.
I've seen it, but never played with it.
Same with me.
What'd you have growing up? Nintendo, Sega?
So I didn't really have a lot of stuff, but my uncle had a Nintendo, and I played that. And then, like later on, they like came out with a cheaper Sega, like a Sega Genesis 3. And I remember it was like $100. I remember getting that for Christmas once.
The Sega Genesis 3.
Yeah, so it was, it was obviously when like Nintendo 64 was coming out. So I was getting like, Sonic 1.
Oh.
So it was like really small.
Okay, I remember seeing that.
Okay, yeah. It was like probably wasn't the cool thing because people were like, oh, that's so 10 years ago.
Hey, you take what you get.
I used to like playing the Aladdin game. I thought that was cool.
No. The Aladdin game.
Yeah.
Dude. That was so fun.
Yeah, I love the Aladdin game.
Me too. I played that a lot.
I remember my cousin, he had a Super Nintendo and he had a Chester Cheetah game. It's like, dang, what the hell, man? He had that and it was like RoboCop versus Terminator. And for the longest time, for like 20 years, I was like, I think I made that up. But then I saw a video where they talked about it and I was like, okay, so it is a real thing. But like, that would never get made nowadays.
Making up video games in your brain. I mean, I tried to play some of the games from back in the 90s. They're fun for like a couple minutes, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Recently?
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Zombies Ate My Neighbor growing up for Sega, and then I found PlayStation 4 had it, so I was like, I gotta get that. I put it in, I played it for like 15 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to play this anymore.
Sounds like a cool game, though.
It was fun. Loved it as a kid. Blu-ray Addict, how would you guys rank the Elm Street franchise? I I'm not going to do that yet.
I honestly would want to rewatch them all. It's been a while since I've watched all of them.
I got a couple more to watch, and then I'm going to do my ranking. I can tell you number 1 is not number 1. I'll tell you that. More house breaking. This guy sweats a lot.
I know.
I guess he's stressed out. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, more house destruction.
I know, these windows, man. This guy's, his first thought is to jump out of a window.
No matter where it is. Mizzy E says, well, either this or the remake is last.
Yeah, the remake is last for me. For sure. I've only seen it once, so I saw it in theaters, and I was not a happy camper.
I saw it in theaters and was like, wow, this is cool. I wasn't a Nightmare guy, so I was like, I like this. It's nice. It's good. A little depressing, but it's fine. It's fine.
God, I was like, what is this?
The kills were cool.
I might like it now, but I don't know.
Herbert says I only watched the first 3 and Nightmare the remake at times. Interesting. Honestly, I would say this one seems to have a lot more dream stuff going on than the other ones.
Yeah.
Like everything's a dream.
And elaborate dreams. You know, like they put some money into this.
Blu-ray says I'd love to see A24 make a Nightmare on Elm Street film.
That'd be pretty crazy. They're working on the TV show for
Friday.
Yeah. I was saying Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nah, that worries me because I don't like A24 really at all, so that kind of makes me nervous.
I'm not the biggest fan of A24 either, but I do like X and Pearl. I think what it is people overhype the movies for me way too much, and then when I see them, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I guess because like Hereditary, they were like, that's the scariest movie ever made, and I was like, okay, let's give it a shot, and I was just like, I guess I don't get it. A lot of naked old people. I know that. That's what's in these movies.
Yeah.
Naked old people. Herbert says, my Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge was my first trip to the theaters.
Oh, nice. Wow. That's fun.
I love Freddy's Revenge.
That's pretty crazy. They killed like the final, like he was like the main. You thought he was the main character the whole time, and then they killed him.
They focused on him the whole time.
Yeah, like they opened up with him and followed him. Freddy's Revenge was my first experience with Freddy Krueger.
I think I'm pretty sure I saw the original first.
I woke up early one morning to watch. They were premiering Tales from the Crypt Keeper. It was the cartoon of Tales from the Crypt. So I got up. I woke up really. I think I was excited, and I woke up and I turned on the TV, and it was still on HBO, and it was Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And he was on like the bus. I was like, dude, this is scary. Because, I was like the kid that took the bus to school. I was like, what the hell? This is scary. But I loved it.
Fucking bus goes off road.
Yeah.
Always thought about that when I took the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton says the Nightmare remake doesn't get talked about in my house. I mean, I guess I don't blame you, I guess. I didn't mind Jackie or Haley. I liked him, but
I don't think it was his fault. I heard that he tried to do things himself, and they just kept telling him to be like Eddie. Be like
yep.
Eddie's what we call him now. Robert Englund.
The longer he's gone, his name just keeps decreasing in letters. Now he's just Eddie.
Eddie.
Yes, Rooney Mara was awful in the remake. You are right, Mizzy. Just so depressing, and she didn't look like she wanted to be there.
I think she almost quit acting after that movie.
I don't blame her. I think she turned it around, though. I actually think she's pretty good, isn't she?
Yeah. She's married. I think she's married, but she just had a kid with Joaquin Phoenix.
Then she's doing all right.
Yeah.
The pharmacy scene in the remake was badass. I'll give it that.
See, I don't remember much of it.
I rewatched it not too long ago, so I remember that.
I just remember the names were different. I just did not like it.
Yeah, The Exorcist. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not an Exorcist guy either. So who knows? I might like David Gordon Green's trilogy.
Yeah, I'm not an Exorcist guy either. So I watched it when I was like 8 years old, and I haven't seen it since. But I remember watching it with a friend, and when she comes down the stairs, like doing the crab walk, he freaked out, screaming and crying, and ran away. And for some reason, when people overreact like that, it takes me out of the movie. And then after that, I was like, dude, this is boring. But I feel like if I did watch it now, I'd really enjoy it. I got blooming.
But Halloween. David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy people don't like, so of course they're not going to like The Exorcist going into it thinking they're not going to like it.
Yeah, it's either going to be people are going to hate it before they see it, or they're going to have so low expectations to when they see it, they're going to be like, wow, that was really good. But I have a feeling he's going to try really hard.
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
Benicio, what's up, buddy? Benicio del Toro is here.
What's up, bud?
Then you got Rat. Born to be Rad.
My man, I influenced him to make a purchase the other day when I got my Teen Wolf double feature steelbook that he never knew existed. He had to go out and get one.
How did I not see that?
There you are.
Was it a story? Because usually I see your stuff.
Come here.
Dang, that's a nice steelbook.
Yep, came with both of them. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna play on my player though. Because
where's it from?
I think it's from Spain, but it said it plays in A, B, and C. So
yeah,
but
I actually like the second one,
but I had to have it anyway because I love that movie and it's beautiful. So
yeah,
that's
a cool steelbook.
I keep finding them and I'm freaking addicted. And my wife's like, "You got another one?" I was like, "Yeah." Maybe.
That's how I am with the original posters.
Hey, the steelbooks will be worth money. Maybe. Eventually. They're fucking expensive now, depending on which ones you want to go buy, because they're out of print and there's not that many of them. Mm-hmm. I think this one says how many of these were made. Oh, I threw that freaking piece of paper away. It was like...
You threw the paper away that said how many was made.
Shut up! I don't remember. I think I did, and that's kind of fucked now. It was let me see. Maybe I did.
That's a really cool steelbook, though.
Thank you. It was I think there was 1,500 made, and I think that was like number 1,032, maybe or something.
I thought you were going to say it was like $1,500. So I was like, okay, buddy, it's not that
hell no. I didn't want to eat for a month or 2 or 3. So about that. Hey, Robert. Yes, Blu-ray Addict. I did see that Vince Vaughn's coming back to make a Dodgeball sequel, and I'm very excited because I love the first one very much.
I'm a huge Vince Vaughn fan.
Vince Vaughn's the man. Just watched the Psycho remake the other day for the first time.
Really? I had that on I got that on VHS when I was a little kid in like my stocking or something. So I watched it a lot.
People hate it. I liked it.
Maybe I remember getting the Rage Carry 2 and loving that movie. But I haven't seen either of those in probably 20 years.
I've never seen the Rage Carry 2.
No. I enjoyed it.
I watched the remake of Carrie the other day too for the first time
with
Chloe Grace Moretz.
I liked it a lot, but not a lot of people do.
I don't know what was wrong with it.
No.
I really liked it.
I think it's because it was not the original.
But I don't like the original very much. So that
yeah, I do like the original, but I like the remake better. It would have been kind of cool to see a whole movie with him before he became Freddy. But probably back in the day, people are like, like studios are like, no one's going to watch that.
I think, yeah.
Nowadays, yes. But studios back in the day, they're like, no, we need to see burned Freddy. And
yeah. Nowadays, he's just getting up there in age so bad, they'd obviously have to use the de-aging process through like the entire movie.
Which would throw people off.
And then they'd be like, whoa, bitch, we want Freddy. We want Freddy now.
His makeup's not bad at all.
It gets a lot of shit. I'm really not seeing, I guess because I don't know these things that good. I don't really notice that big of a difference.
Yeah.
He's still got the witch pointy ears and...
Mizzy, I like Dumb and Dumber 2. Anchorman 2 is all right. Zoolander 2 was not very good.
Dumb and Dumber 2. Is that the one Harry
No, that's Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
When Harry Met Sally. Or not when Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Lloyd.
When Harry Met Lloyd.
I wanted to say When Harry Met Sally, but I was like, that's not right. They're both no. I saw that in the theater, I remember.
Yeah, so did I. I liked it. I liked it when I was a kid, but
I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
But I like Eric Christian Olsen. I think I'm a huge fan. I think he's funny.
I liked him in the hell's that movie called? Not Another Teen Movie.
That's probably one of my favorite comedies of all time.
Jakey. Dude, whenever I meet a guy named Jake, that's the first thing I say is Jakey. About to make a big mistake. He's on like Hawaii 5-0 or something.
He is in NCIS Los Angeles.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, I knew he was on one of those shows.
Yep, I used to watch that show just because of him.
Nice. I like when people like actors like that aren't very well known, or that aren't talked about a lot.
I'm whispering something in your ear, thinking that you're telling her a very big secret, when in fact I am. Fucking Chris Evans looking like a baby in that movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie, though, you don't ever watch the unedited version because it just takes away so much of the funny things about it.
Of Not Another Teen Movie?
Yeah.
Really? I think since I've had it on DVD, I've watched the unrated version. So maybe I have to go back and rewatch it without
Justin Long. Yeah, what else is? I mean, he might come back for a Dodgeball sequel. I like Justin Long too. I
feel like he'd be down for it too. He seems like a down ass dude.
I thought he was hilarious in Barbarian from last year.
Yeah, he was. That was supposed to be Zac Efron. They asked Zac Efron to do it, but he turned it down. Which I'm a huge Zac Efron fan, but I think Justin Long did a great job.
Yeah, I'm glad Justin Long did it instead.
Yeah.
I do like Zac Efron, though. Nothing against him. Oh. My fucking stupid thing buffered again. What part are you at?
She's beating her dad.
Okay. We're at the same place.
He's laying there on the ground.
Oh, God. Did you see his goofy face yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, crap. I'll pause mine then.
Okay. So now I see his face. Yeah.
Tell me when he stands up and has a Freddy glove.
Okay. He's standing up and now Freddy glove.
All right.
Are you watching it on a disc?
No, I'm watching it. I'm streaming it.
Oh, okay. So that's...
Keeps buffered twice.
Yeah.
Says the Wi-Fi's strong, but that's a lie.
I know. I gotta blow my nose real quick, so I'm gonna step out.
Oh, you're good, man. Kung Fu this bitch. Oh, Mizzy, that freaking, oh God. The Cruel Intentions kiss with the old lady.
Yeah, that's so gross.
Oh God. Oh, I can't believe no one's taking a dump on your chest. It's sickening. It's appalling. Like, so many good 80s movies rolled into one good comedy.
It's a banger of a comedy for real.
Road trip. Dun, 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 dun.
Next house. I forgot about this guy.
Well, you forgot about Grown Up Kincaid?
Grown Up Kincaid, yeah.
I'm gonna kick his ass all over Dreamland. I don't see why this movie is severely hated, though.
I know.
What is super bad about it? I don't get it.
Maybe people are more warming up to it now that they're like, okay, it's not that bad, you know.
It doesn't really seem any different than the last one.
Yeah. It's fun. Like you said, I didn't even notice that. It's a lot of dream sequences, which is what you want from A Nightmare on Elm Street.
You want to get punched him in the face.
Yeah. Blu-ray addict. Ew, you're my sister. Only by blood.
Oh my gosh. And the fucking girl, Janie isn't even that ugly, and all she does is take off her glasses, and then like, damn, she's hot.
I know. So that's how it was though in all those movies. Like,
I know.
Even in She's All That, she was really cute with the glasses on. Yeah. She take off that and
whoa
ponytail. One of my favorite scenes when he's talking about the parents dying. They're like, it was a cold night. They're in their car, or there was it was windy and the streets were wet, and they're like, oh my god, car accident, no, cancer. That's such a great movie.
The fingers getting cut off is like a callback to the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this. Fucking draws a picture of her mom, and it's just a stick figure with big eyeballs.
And she's like going to town on it.
They zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that cool person in the chat. That's amazing. He has a twin. I got a piece of his shirt. I think I might be ahead of you, behind you. I don't know.
You know what, Mizzy? He's talking about the video game part when Breckin Meyer's jumping up and down. It is very funny, but watching it's actually pretty cool how they did it now. Watching how they did it, I was like, I respect that, especially as a filmmaker. It's like, all right, I see you. But it is pretty funny.
What are they? 3D glasses? I'm not a huge fan of 3D movies in the cinema at all. They hurt my eyeballs a lot, so I'm not a fan.
Yeah, the older I get, the less I like it.
I would like to see Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D, though. I'll suffer through that.
I did last Friday the 13th.
No.
My theater showed it, and it was the old red and or the old blue and red glasses.
No way.
It was pretty crazy. It was fun. But yeah, it was Part 3.
It kind of seems like they're Nowadays, though, it just seems like they make anything in 3D. It wasn't. I think Scream 6 was in 3D for some reason.
Yeah, I went to the fan event and it was 3D, and you honestly forget about it. But it was cool, kind of seeing like when they did when they did all the city shots, the 3D looked cool. Then.
Okay.
And then after that, you just kind of forget. So it didn't bother me. So that's a good thing. I guess as long as it doesn't bother me. I did see the Mario movie. Did you see that?
I did not. I want to see it. I didn't see it yet either now.
Well, I like that. But when I was watching that, the animation's so good, but I was like, man, this would probably be a really good 3D movie.
Yeah, Blu-ray. I mean, I don't know if they'll make. They probably. I don't think they could do what they used to do in the scary movies. I don't think they'd get away with that now. They'd be so watered down.
Yeah.
But if they did, it would have to feel like those first 1 and 2. It couldn't be like 4 and 5.
Yeah. It would have been cool to see this in 3D though, because when she puts on the 3D glasses in theaters, you were supposed to put on the 3D glasses.
Okay.
And it was 3D. That's when the effects get a little wonky in this, because that's all CGI now, or most of it is.
That's what Austin said. My Freddy's DVD is in 3D. I have the glasses.
Does it look cool? And did anybody see this in theaters in 3D?
Those snake things look weird.
Mm-hmm. And then he has like little sperms flying around.
What? Those little things? Look like piranhas.
Yeah. Well, I guess they do look. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, look at little sperms.
Freddy's making babies again. And so this girl is supposed to be his daughter.
Yeah.
That they just throw in the 6th movie.
Yeah.
That happens, I guess. Look at Jason. He had a sister in the 9th movie, so. That electricity is real. Not that it looked like that in fucking.
It doesn't look bad at all.
Look like that in Bill and Ted.
No.
I mean, it pretty much looked like that in Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
Damn kids. Would you like to see Michael rip Freddy's head off? Me? Of course. I'm a Halloween guy. Well, of course I would.
I wouldn't want to see that crossover.
No, I don't know. Not the movie, but just in general. That would mean that Michael has to go to sleep, and then people would be like, "What? Dude, he just hit that rat with a mallet." Fucking bullying. Come on, guys.
I know.
What? Oh.
Here comes another cameo. Freddy's dad.
It is who I think it is, I hope. I was going to say Alice Cooper, but I didn't want to be wrong.
Yeah.
What do they think this is? Prince of Darkness? Get out of here, Alice Cooper.
If you look at the camera, it looks like we're watching each other. I just happen to look over.
I'm staring deep into our eyes.
Yeah.
Except for I'm in the future. I'm just saying. What are we, 2 hours apart?
It's 7:42 here.
Never mind. We're 3 hours apart.
3 hours.
I was gonna say, oh, you guys don't do the daylight savings time crap anymore.
No, we never have.
Really?
Arizona never did.
You're special.
Yeah, I don't envy you guys changing your clocks.
Yeah.
Is it do you guys gain an hour? Is that nice to have an extra hour of sleep or what? Or do you guys lose an hour?
Well, I think it was about a month ago, we lost an hour.
So everyone's sleep was off.
Yep, and then I think they moved it. It used to be in October, but for some reason you can just move time. They moved it to November. And now it's November. What the? Way to go, Freddy.
Killing his mom.
Tickle. Robert Englund is in a lot of horror movies, though. Maybe not like big parts, but he's definitely in a bunch.
Yeah. You've seen Urban Legend, right?
Yep.
Dude, I love Brad Dourif in that. The guy in the beginning at the gas station.
In the back seat. Because they play it off like he's kind of going to be bad.
Mm-hmm. And he's just trying to be a nice guy.
MAGA, have a good night, brother. Herbert.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been awesome.
Blu-ray Addict, who would you guys like to see play Freddy in a new film?
I've talked about it before. I think probably the best way to go is probably an unknown, but a good unknown. But I think Ben Foster would be really cool. From Alpha Dog.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give the typical answer. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind that at all. I like Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon's the man.
Everything's better with bacon.
It is. I could look at Tremors. What a banger.
Dude, Tremors, yeah.
Now that was a movie I watched a lot as a kid.
Uh-huh.
And what? There's like 7 of those movies, right? There's a bunch.
Yeah. I've only seen up to 4. But I haven't all.
I want to say I might have seen them all except for probably the latest one. But I know they're probably going to be really bad. And they got the whole Steelbook collection for pretty cheap.
Yeah. I honestly hear not bad things about the newer ones, though. So they might just be fun watches.
Uh-huh. Another instance where the movie's just fun, not obviously the best.
But again, it's like, man, they're CGI'd. They look so much cooler.
Not like they used to be. We're getting down to the finale here. And this is it, though, right? It's Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, because the next Nightmare movie isn't about this.
Well, technically, yeah, it is the final.
This is the last one. Which, as a kid, obviously, I didn't really know that until the Freddy in New Nightmare is not really Freddy, just a demon.
Yeah.
I'm a huge New Nightmare guy. I like New Nightmare, though.
I like New Nightmare as well.
It's good. I know, Daddy.
How did he get in the real world? I think I missed that.
See? We're talking. Oh, no. She hit it so hard the sparks came out.
That broke his hand.
Oh, nice Spider-Man. Aaron Click says New Nightmare is probably my second favorite one. Fucking headbutt him, motherfucker.
I know.
No, not Carlos. Princess. Hey, Brooke. Brooke says she remembers seeing this in the theater. Well, there you go.
Who saw it?
Brooke.
Oh, Brooke. Was it cool? Was it cool in 3D at the end, Brooke?
Ew, she's eating his face.
And I wonder if all the show. I wonder if you had an option of doing 3D or not. Like now you have options.
Yeah, I'm glad they do that though.
Uh-huh.
It's like $3 extra for that 3D. I didn't like it then either.
Yeah, bit his nose.
I think the last 3D movie I saw, I think, was My Bloody Valentine, way back when.
That was actually a good 3D movie, though.
That one works.
Yeah. It's a good movie overall. I liked it. Do you like the movie?
I do.
So,
I do. I like.
Do you like the original?
I'm a huge original guy.
Yeah, so am I.
That's probably my favorite non-franchise slasher for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's so good.
Coal miner outfit works.
I like Black Christmas. A lot of people are coming out not liking it anymore. Thinking
Really?
it's boring. I think it's freaky, especially like the very ending when he's still calling. And
I mean, I get. I mean, obviously it's slow, but
yeah.
I didn't think I'd like it. I just saw that for the first time about a year and a half ago. I enjoyed it.
It really was your first time seeing it?
Yep. And then I saw the remake first, not 2019, 2006.
2006, yeah, same year. I remember not liking it too much the first time I saw it, the remake.
Mm-hmm.
But then I recently saw it again. I was like, oh, I really like that.
It's different. It's fun. Definitely got cool kills.
It's very cool atmosphere.
I love the cast.
Yeah.
Brooke says, yeah, I saw it in 3D. I thought it was cool back then.
Was it? Cool.
Feels good, doesn't it? I don't feel a thing. He's like getting all horny.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I kind of thought he wanted her to stab him with it, but he didn't.
No.
That's what I was getting out of it.
No, I think she wanted her to become like a killer.
Happy Father's Day. Oh, it's a Father's Day movie. Nice.
Yeah, Father's Day movie.
Oh, shit, he is like Kincaid.
I know, ripping off the door.
Okay, I mean, that's a little rough.
Oh, the 3D, yeah.
That's a tad rough.
Well, the body blowing up at first is pretty cool, but the added stuff.
The fucking head flying at your face.
The sperms are back.
Freddy's sperms.
Or they kind of remind me from like the Little Mermaid, those electric eels.
With Ursula.
Yeah. They used to freak me out when I was a kid.
Wow.
I like how they're all laughing. Like, why?
Freddy's dead? That's the last line of the movie?
Freddy's dead.
That's pretty corny.
That's cool. It's cool credits, too.
Oh, yeah. So this was supposed to be the last one.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
New Line Cinema, I think, wanted to go a different direction.
Fucking lame. See, if you skip all the first ones, you could just watch this last one and watch the credits, and then you get what happened. You don't need to watch them.
I know.
Damn, this spoiled every other one.
I know. But then you watch this and you're like, man, I really want to watch those.
Oh, and he turns into a wizard. Oh, sweet mother. Good credits. I will give it that.
Yeah.
I'm going to end this poll in the chat. Let's see what they said. All right. All right. So we had 31 votes. 1 to 2 got 35%. 5 got 25%, which is way more than I thought it was going to be. 3 to 4 got 19%, and Trash Can got 19% as well.
Which one was the highest?
1 to 2.
Oh, wow.
So
good to see some lovers here.
Averaging out, it's probably about a 2.5. So that's not terrible.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when I posted today that I was going to be on, I got 3 or 4 people messaging me. Like, oh my God, it's my favorite. So people like, oh man, how come you didn't invite me? I was like, well, it's not my stream. So. I'm just gonna show up with a bunch of people.
0.5 out of 5. I will say
0.5 out of 5. No.
I had a good time. I'll probably give it like a 2.5. Right there with the rest of them. 2.5 out of 5.
I do have that nostalgia attachment to it because I watch it all the time.
Oh yeah, that definitely means something to you for sure. But I've seen a lot worse horror movies than that. So I don't think it deserves the significant amount of hate that it gets. Am I going to rewatch it anytime soon? No, but I don't rewatch the Nightmare movies rarely at all. So
you know what? As a kid, I never watched a lot of them over and over again, but I would watch them.
I think they're fun, but they're kind of a little serious. So if I usually just go back to watch the Friday the 13th movies if I'm gonna go back and watch slashers because they're just fun.
Well, and like when we were kids on Friday the 13th, they would show Friday the 13th.
Yes,
a marathon of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, ordering pizza as a little kid and watching it with. Well, that's cool. They even had Freddy R.I.P. That's funny. Yeah, this movie I liked it. It still holds up for me.
Ashton says I don't hate it as much as Halloween 5 though. I like
Halloween 5.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? It's coming around on me for sure. I mean, that's a lot of nostalgia for that one because it was always on AMC Fear Fest 4 and 5 constantly, and you watch them back to back.
Back to back. You have to watch them back to back. 4 is my favorite.
4 is my third. 4 is my third favorite, but it's good. Halloween 4 is amazing. I don't care about the mask. I love it. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah, the mask doesn't bother me at all.
Atmosphere's great. I love the characters. Rachel's great. Jamie's great. 4's a banger. Mm-hmm. And it came out in 88, so good year.
Yeah. You were born 88?
Yeah.
Same here.
See, it's a good year. We got Chucky. We got Halloween 4. It's good. Yep. Halloween 5 is my least favorite movie ever. Wow. No. I'm eventually, after I will finish watching all these Nightmare movies, rank them. I would gladly finally get to rank all 3 franchises together. I know a lot of other channels have done it. I've never done it, so I'm excited to see where each of them are going to land, but Halloween 5 is definitely going to be above a lot of other movies. So
I've never done a ranking before, so maybe I will. I'm thinking about doing one for Friday the 13th because Friday the 13th is coming up in October, maybe.
Yep. In October, Friday the 13th. The TV, well, no, TV show's not coming out till what? Next year? 2024, I think.
Yeah, like the summer or something.
And then they're supposed to be making a movie too, so...
Are they making a movie as well? I didn't know that. Oh, yes, because
supposedly
two different people doing 2 different things. Yeah.
Sean Cunningham's making a movie, even though he doesn't have the rights to some stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I appreciate you coming on tonight and hanging out and watching this movie. Definitely helped me enjoy it a lot more, having somebody that has so much nostalgia for it compared to watching it with somebody who just absolutely hates it. So.
And I have not seen it in a while, so it was nice to, rewatch it.
So that was, like I said, that was pretty much a first-time watch for me because I didn't remember hardly any of it. So I had a good time, and I can't thank you enough for coming on, and I can't thank you enough for sharing it and getting some new viewers that were in the chat tonight. I really appreciate that as well. If you're watching after the fact, let me know down below what you guys think of Freddy's Dead. I probably already know what you're going to say because I know most of you, but let me know anyway. Would love to see it. Glad I could get Cody on the channel for the second time. Really cool dude. If you have not, link is down below to his channel. Go check him out. Go support him and everything he's doing over there. He's a busy man. He's all over YouTube right now. And it's just because he's so damn awesome, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, and the chat was great. It was great chat. I loved it.
All right, man. Well, you have a great night, and you probably got more streams to go to tomorrow and Saturday. And
yes, tomorrow. Okay, let me plug. I'll be on Breaking Bread tomorrow on Planet CHH. So if you guys want to come hang out, I'll be over there.
Christian's the man.
We're eating at Burger King.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. BK, have it your way. You know what I mean?
Have it your way, dude. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so nervous to eat like a Whopper on screen because I'm gonna be eating it. And I'm gonna pull away, and there's be like a tomato hanging from my beard.
No, you're good, man.
And I don't want to get like chicken fries. You know, I like chicken fries, but I need a Whopper. I need a Texas Whopper.
I've eaten on the channel. It's all good.
Have you eaten on the channel?
We had like a hot spicy pizza challenge we did one time. We had some spicy wings. We did some gross sushi. We used to do that a long time ago, but I haven't done it in a while.
Sounds like fun.
It was a good time. No throwing up, and the spicy pizza challenge did not work in our favor. We thought it was going to be super hot. I used some like ghost pepper sauce and shit, and then I ate it, and I was like, this isn't even hot. And I ate the whole thing. So it ends badly, but it's fun. And you have a good time on that. Christian's a good dude. He's coming on. He's going to be in the Fudge Monster Cafe, not May. He's going to be in June. He's coming on after his buddy Nick from Lost River Driving. So looking forward to getting him on. That will be coming. That's next week. That'll be next Wednesday night. Nick will be on the channel. Yeah. So,
and I was just on Nick's channel last night.
Nick's the man.
For the Evil Dead Rise spoiler. I think that was yesterday. This whole week's been a blur.
Yep, I have anything Evil Dead Rise. I have stayed away from. So did not check that out. So, but thanks for coming on, buddy. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week on the Fudge Monster Cafe with Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.